I would say that's not advisable. As it's going to be Tertzy in the center circle against Krompka. Gannon in the home whites. UPJ in their road blacks. Winning tip is taken by Gannon. They'll move right to left in the first half across the timeline. It's Matt Johnson passing to his right near the Gannon script far sideline. Victor Olawoye. Olawoye back to Johnson. Far corner baseline. Now turning around using the glass right hand. It won't fall from the post. Gets his own rebound. It did not hit the rim. It just hit the backboard. Clancy, a three ball from the wing. That's no good. There's Dodds for the offensive board. He's been doing that a lot lately. Johnson driving inside, trying to kiss off the window. That one won't fall from the restricted arc. Rebound taken by UPJ, moving left to right. Far wing foul line extended. Now a bounce pass to the far post. Looking to kiss it off the high glass. Believe that was Krompka.
It was.
As now looking to run the other way is Gannon. Dodds gets the pass in a tough spot along the baseline. A bounce pass behind his back to Johnson to resettle. He goes back to Olawoye with 18 to shoot.
Good offensive series. That first one for Gannon. Had looks, just couldn't get it to drop. And even a better job on the defensive side. Bringing an offensive foul, I think, on the inside on Dodds.
And that is going to be on Dodds, as there was a mismatch there as Dodds was taking on.
It was Mulba.
Yeah. And that size differential is not great.
That's almost a foot. As Mulba at 5'9" and Dobbs at 6'8".
First foul for Dodds, first foul for Gannon. Bounce pass into the near post, attempting to go to Wise from the top of the key from Landis, is kicked out of bounds baseline. Ball stays with UPJ. Inbounds, near offensive side, taken by Wise. Lob pass to Krompka at the top of the key, hands it off to Wise. Wise rises, fires for three. That's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound, though, grabbed offensively by Landis. And getting to reset are the Mountain Cats. Mulba, pass to his right inside the near wing with it there. It's Krompka trying to bounce pass to a player across the post. It's stolen away by Johnson. Johnson now driving the length of the floor. As he drives to the far post, he gets stripped of the basketball out of bounds to Gannon.
Gannon 0-3 so far. Pitt Johnstown 0-2. Gannon with a couple offensive rebounds again on that first one. Johnson and then Dodds. They're doing a good job. They're getting decent looks. Just got to get that first one to fall.
Johnson gets it into Tertzy at the elbow. Tertzy just turning around his left shoulder as Kelvin Jefferson yells out the score, as Tertzy had the opportunity there for a wide open hook, just couldn't get it down the cylinder.
Well, we saw him against East Stroudsburg, had one of his best games.
As now spinning around the lane is Wise. The 8-footer is no good. Rebound underneath taken by Dodds.
So almost 2 minutes into this one, and neither team has scored.
As Olawoye at the top of the key. Passes to his left, near wing, it's Matt Johnson. Johnson to Dodds, leading Tertzy underneath. Tertzy wasn't ready for that, and Dodds just sort of throws his palms up in the air, expecting Tertzy to knife to the hoop in that instance, and he did not.
He thought he was going to go more towards the basket, and Tertzy kind of stayed at home on that block spot. And another turnover, that's 2 on Gannon.
Mulba across the timeline, finds a man to his left near the Gary Miller Court logo. It's Magestro. Magestro eventually a pass down to the near post. It's Krompka. Krompka going against Tertzy. Krompka couldn't get the first shot to fall. Rebound grab defensively by Gannon.
Good job by Tertzy. Stay straight up and down with his arms and not leave his feet.
And we talked about that last game. He's tall enough to do that. Top of the key, it's Dodds. Dodds double team, finds Johnson near corner, faking the three, driving inside, passes out to the elbow for 2, and there's Tertzy, who hits the 14-foot jumper.
Good job. And I think Coach Jefferson's not too happy. He thought Johnson was going to rise, and he wanted him to take that 3 wide open, but
there's no one near him for 10 feet.
No, not it. But a good job just collecting everything, and Tertzy to hit a nice little mid-range jumper.
Gannon draws first blood with it now at the far wing. Magestro for 3. That's off the front of the iron and no good. Rebound near side taken by Johnson.
And talk about first blood that took 3 minutes.
Well, eventually.
Johnson
at the far sideline near the Gannon script. Now Dodds top of the key. Goes to his left near wing Olawoye. Olawoye shimmies and shakes down to the near post. Falls to the ground, and that's going to be a travel or a jump ball.
Either way, it's going to go to Pitt Johnstown.
So possession arrow favors the Mountain Cats as they have gone 3 minutes and 20 seconds scoreless.
0-5, 0-2 from beyond the arc. And the thing is, they've only had 1 turnover during this time, too, so it's not like Gannon's turning them over, just Pitt Johnstown missing some shots here early.
Mulba with it now at the far wing. Foul line extended to the top of the key, and Landis. Cross-court pass to the near wing to Magestro. Magestro finds Mulba top of the key. Mulba hands it off to Wise. Wise now at the near elbow. Wise stepping through two defenders, hands it off behind his back to Magestro at the wing. 7 seconds to shoot now. Gannon ramping up the defensive pressure. Bounce pass from post to post, and now eventually a kiss from Krompka off the window and in for UPJ's first points of the afternoon.
7 seconds to go on the clock. They attacked, and a good job by Gannon initially to cut off the first drive, but the over on the defensive help caused the layup.
As Johnson has it, cross-court pass to the far wing to Victor Olawoye. Olawoye inside the wing finds Clancy, far corner, triple try. It's short off the iron. Rebound grab by UPJ. What a job by Mulba in midair, spinning around at midcourt to quickly flip that over to Landis on his left and avoid a travel, and Landis does the rest with an easy 1-0 run to the hoop.
Yeah, Mulba got caught in the air when he caught that pass, and he knew he wasn't going to be able to control himself when he came down. So, like you said, just behind the back, little flip.
As now at the top of the key, it's Turtsy. Gannon down 4-2, almost 5 minutes gone by in this first half. Near wing, it's Olawoye with 8 to shoot. Now to Turtsy outside the near block. Turtsy with 5 to shoot. Turnaround hook with the right hand is up and in from the restricted arc. That's what you need Turtsy to do.
Yep. And that's what coaches are saying. Do that every time. Because he can get, once he gets somebody pinned, if he spins the middle of the floor, he hit that little baby hook as soft as can be.
Tied game at 4. Under 15 minutes to play in the first half. Top of the key, it's Mulba. Mulba drives to the elbow, spinning around, hook pass, near wing, Magestro, gets his 3 to fall. Count the bucket, and then we have a foul underneath. Foul is on Turtsy, and it's going to be black. They're saying black basketball. 3 just hit by UPJ, and then a defensive foul after the release of the shot gives the ball back to the Mountain Cats. Near offensive baseline, it's Mulba. Inbounds into the lane there in Landis, and Landis is going to be called for a travel as he was in the middle of 3 different white jerseys.
As a couple substitutions during that timeout, Deontay Cicero comes in, and also Frank Webb Jr. for Gannon.
As across the timeline, it's Johnson. Johnson goes to his right, far sideline with it there. It's Clancy now to the top of the key, and Cicero. Cicero has had double figures in scoring for a while now in 10 straight contests. Frank Webb Jr. at the far post. Hands it off to the aforementioned Cicero. His 17-footer along the baseline won't fall. Just short off the rim. Rebound grab by UPJ. They look to run. Mulba inside the far elbow. Almost had his pocket picked from behind by Webb. Loose ball goes to midcourt where it's saved by the Mountain Cats. Mulba looking the scene over against this man-to-man defense of Gannon. 12 to shoot. Far wing, Mulba back to the top of the key. Off a screen, Majestro's 3 is no good. Rebound deflected. Out of bounds, should be off of Landis, and indeed it is, and it's Gannon basketball.
And you talk about Cicero. He did not play in the last time we were here against East Stroudsburg. He did get some time in against Slippery Rock. So good to see that the injury that he had wasn't severe enough to keep him out multiple games, but we'll see what happens here, see if he can get back into the flow of things, because, again, he was really in the flow on the offensive side when he went out.
Turtsy at the near wing, looking at this man-to-man defense of the Mountain Cats. Frank Webb Jr. gets inside at the near block. Shot fake, then goes up with the right hand. Too strong as it went off the back iron. Rebound, though, ricochets to Cicero. Eventually back out to Johnson. Rise and fires for 3, and he tickles the twine.
And that's what Gannon needs to do. Get an offensive rebound, find a shooter on a wing, and nail it.
They don't take nearly as many as their opponents, but they hit them at a great clip, as now Landis in trouble at the far post. A late pass to get out of that trouble. To the top of the key, eventually now to Magestro. Magestro to his right, to Krompka. Krompka behind his back to Wise. Wise at the near wing with 10 to shoot. Puts up a 3-ball, and that's going to get the friendly roll off the rim, window, and in.
Like you mentioned, Gannon's 112 of 289 coming into this contest from beyond the arc for 38%. Their opponents 146 of 402 for 36%. As they call that a long 2, Football's on the line for Wise. 9-7 now. Gannon trailing, not for long. Turtsy, a nice move up and under with the right hand off the window to tie the game at 9. As now Johnson with the steal at the foul line. He's looking to go 2-on-2. Johnson with the left hand. Couldn't get it to go. But there's Clancy to clean things up in transition. 11-9. Gannon leads by 2. Good job, Gannon, running with each other after the turnover. Johnson tried to flip it and reverse it up. Couldn't finish it, but Clancy right there for an easy cleanup.
Mulba at the near corner. Hounded by Johnson. Now a pass back to the top of the key to Wise. Wise in the near wing to Kropka. An extra pass underneath the Wise. His bunny won't fall from 5 feet inside the paint. Rebound grab by Turtsy.
Good job by Turtsy inside. 6 points for Turtsy already here in this one.
Johnson across the timeline, near side. Andriotta about to check in for Gannon. Johnson knifes into the lane, spins around, right hand, window and in.
I don't know where the foul was because he got held after the spin, but a beautiful little spin move.
13-9. Gannon leads by 4 now. At the near wing, it's Landis. Landis to the foul line, extended at the far side, hands it off. Eventually it goes to Mulba. Mulba had the ball deflected by Johnson, and a reach-in foul is called on Johnson. And he is fired up. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break as well. The under 12 minutes.
Couple steals and fast break points for Gannon during that run as well.
As you have Andriotta along with Cicero, Clancy, Webb, as Gannon's in a 2-3 zone currently. Switching up from the man. As now a bounce pass to the foul line to Kropka, and Kropka couldn't hold on, but a hold will be called against Gannon.
It's going to be against Clancy. That'll be his first. But yeah, Gannon switched to the zone. Pitt Johnstown 1 of 4 from beyond the arc here early. So again, if the team's having problems shooting threes, you get into the zone and you force them to shoot threes.
As Frank Webb Jr. almost got the steal off the inbounds, but instead it found its intended target, Kropka, with a flick of the wrist at the top of the restricted arc.
Yeah, he just was flying down the lane. Like I said, it was tipped and just kind of bounced right to him.
13-11, Golden Knights lead trimmed to 2, as now a foul away from the basketball. A first foul on Pitt Johnstown compared to 4 team fouls on Gannon. As foul on Wise, his first, team's first. 20 put on the shot clock. Johnson inbounding. Back to Cicero at midcourt. Cicero has the ball stolen away by Kropka. Kropka trying to bounce past to Mulba. Mulba stuck in a tough spot. There we go. At the far post, and he's called for a travel.
Well, Cicero was trying to get the ball to Johnson, and so he was kind of looking to see where Matt was running to, and that ball got knocked away, but a good job by Gannon after the turnover to get back on defense and cause the travel.
Now top of the key, it's Johnson. Johnson dribbles to his right at the far wing. Johnson to the far sideline. It's Clancy. Clancy to the far corner to Johnson. Johnson to the elbow in the lane. Back out to Webb at the near corner. Pulling up now at the elbow or stretch at the baseline from 16. That one won't fall. Rebound grab by Mulba. Mulba finding a pass underneath, and that player there is Wizomirski. Just checking in. Marcin Wizomirski, 6'7" forward out of Poland, averaging 6 and 3. Kennedy Catholic grad.
As again, during the pregame, I looked up and saw a whole bunch of this blue, and we both kind of looked at each other, and I looked at the roster. I'm like, oh, there are 2 Kennedy Catholic kids on this roster, so that makes perfect sense.
Almost midway through the first half, it's a 13-11 ball game. Gannon nursing a 2-point lead. Backing across the timeline, it's Johnson to the far wing. Johnson out of the far post, spinning around to the far corner. Johnson with 17 to shoot. His back to Mulba. Johnson backing down along the baseline. Johnson kicking it out to Andriotta. Extra pass to Clancy. Near corner 3! And the freshman continues to sparkle.
Good job by Gannon. Johnson going one-on-one with Mulba. And then one extra pass. Andriotta to Clancy.
16-11. Gannon on top by 5 now at the far wing. It's Bat also just into the game. Bat finds Mulba. NBA range 3. That's a forced shot. Yep. Rebound grabbed nicely by Andriotta.
And you knew that when he released it, that was not the shot that he was looking for.
His name is Joe Bat. I almost want to call him Joey Bats, but I know that's not the right person. Top of the key, it's Johnson. Johnson now inside the elbow, outside the paint. Passes back towards midcourt where it's Clancy. Andriotta falls on his wallet with 10 to shoot, but it's Johnson now at the top of the key. Johnson with 5 to shoot. Bounce past the Dodds, far post, going to work. Back to Johnson. Top key 3, off the iron, no good. Offensive rebound grab by Andriotta at the near baseline, and Gannon resets the midcourt in Johnson.
And then you have the massive mismatch with Andriotta and Mulba on the inside.
And Andriotta wants the ball in the worst way. Get it to him. Wow. 8 to shoot. Now at the top of the key. Far wing, driving far post. It's Johnson. Off balance shot won't go. Andriotta's putback is no good. Rebound loose, top of the key, grabbed by Pitt Johnstown. Bat running the length of the floor. Bat a beautiful curl with the right hand to lay it off the window and in.
And Andreotta smacks the basketball afterwards. He's upset and frustrated with himself. He wasn't able to finish that offensive rebound tip-in.
Webb passes to his left, 16-13, Knights lead, 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. Webb almost lost the dribble off his foot, now looking to drive inside. Almost lost it for a second time, but regained with 8 to shoot. Webb now at midcourt with 5 to shoot. Webb going to have to drive on this one, and wow, we got a bailout foul there at the foul line. Reaching in was Wismerski
with 2 on the shot clock.
For Wismerski, that's his second, team's third, as Johnson and Andreotta check out. Olawoye and Turtsey back in, so you have Webb, Clancy, Turtsey, Olawoye, and Dodge, the 5 on the floor for Coach Jefferson with 20 to shoot. Turtsey, one-on-one, turnaround hook. That shot is short. He gets his own rebound. And after he grabbed the rebound, he's going to be called for a travel on over in the far post. I didn't see that.
Yes, yeah. I saw the dribble. I didn't see the travel. But either way, a couple good looks yet again. It's nice to see Turtsey really start to kind of battle on the inside
and assert himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he needs a little push to get there, but once he does, then he gets into a groove.
Gannon's in the zone again.
Maxfield into the game now for Coach Rukavina. He has the rock at the far corner. Passes back to the wing. Now trying to go inside. And that's tipped away and then stolen by Clancy trying to go coast to coast. He is then pickpocketed by UPJ. They see the ball off of the Mountain Cats?
No, they're going to say it was off of Clancy.
Off of Clancy's knee, and the ball will go back to UPJ. Timeout on the floor. Under 8 minutes left in the opening half.
That's really the key for this 3-point lead right now. I mean, let's be honest, neither team are really shooting the basketball great, but Gannon's getting a lot of second chance opportunities, and they're taking advantage of those second chances as well. They have 5 second chance points.
As it actually will be Gannon basketball.
Okay, pardon me.
So Webb gets it in the far corner, back to midcourt to Olawoye. Olawoye, top key, shimmy and shake for 3, and it hits.
Sometimes he rises and takes some of those shots that you just kind of shake your head, and then he hits them, and you're like, oh, okay.
A splash for sure. Top of the key with it now. It's going to be Bat. Bat to the far baseline, eventually going to Landis. Back to Bat at the far wing. Cross-court pass near wing to Jared Jakubek. Jakubek's 3 is no good. Rebound, though, goes to him. Back to midcourt, it's Maxfield.
Long shot, long rebound right at the free throw line.
Maxfield to the far corner to Bat. Back to Maxfield. His 3, a long NBA Ranger from the wing. Hits nylon.
As again, they come in as far as Pitt Johnstown shooting 37% from beyond the arc as a team.
20 seconds for Gannon to shoot as Gannon still leads by 3. With it, it's Olawoye at the near wing. Thought about it. Bounce pass now to Turtsey just outside the low block, and a foul is called on UPJ as Maxfield got caught defending Turtsey, and that's a 2-foot mismatch.
Yeah, and it's happening a lot because what Pitt Johnstown is doing is on all the screens, they're switching defensively, and so they're automatically getting a big put on a guard in the blocks after that switch, and Gannon needs to start taking advantage of it.
Webb now at the near wing. Webb rises and fires. That's a wide to the left mark from 17 feet out. Just hit the backboard and fell down to a UPJ defender. Near corner triple now from Maxfield as that rattles home to tie the game at 19.
Didn't get back quick enough in transition defense, and Gannon didn't figure out who had who. Now we're all about tied up.
Mini 6-0 spurt for the Mountain Cats. Clancy has it now at the Gannon script far sideline. Back to Dodds. He goes to his left, near wing, taken there by Webb. Back to Olawoye, top of the key. Olawoye fakes a 3, trying to pass coast to coast in terms of the paint. It's deflected right back to Olawoye. He goes back to midcourt to Clancy. 5 to shoot. Clancy with a runner on the baseline with less than 5 on the shot clock. Pretty shot there from 8 feet out.
Good job by the freshman to stay composed with the shot clock running down. Just took his defender right to the baseline and rised up.
21-19, Gannon back on top by 2. With it now, it's Bat. Passing back to the top of the key, getting it's Maxfield, and he releases for 3. That's wide left. Off the backboard and straight down to the hardwood where it's taken by Gannon.
Well, his defender came down to help, so he was open.
Frank Webb Jr., a beautiful pass in midair to Turtsey, who couldn't finish off the window. Loose ball on the floor, eventually grabbed by UPJ's Jakubek. And a reach-in foul is called on Turtsey from behind.
And that'll be his second. And that's one where Gannon, for Turtsey, you had the spot, you had the positioning. You got to be strong with the basketball when you go up. He was a little weak, and that's why it got blocked from behind. You got to go up strong with it.
As Turtsey will sit with those two personals, and Cicero will check in.
Johnson also comes back in for Gannon, replacing Clancy.
Wise back in for Coach Rookavina. Top of the key, it's Landis. Landis at the near wing to the near corner to Maxwell. Now a hard pass to the near post. Back out to inside the near wing. With it there, it's Wise being hounded defensively by Frank Webb Jr. Cut in on the back door, though, is Krompka. And Krompka gets the kiss for two off the window.
Tie back up at 21. Good little back cut. And a better bounce pass.
Johnson across the timeline, goes to his right, far sideline. It's Olawoye to Dodge, top of the half circles. Goes to his left, near wing taken by Johnson with 15 to shoot. Johnson, a hook pass baseline to Cicero. Cicero trying to get some room on Krompka. Cicero goes back out to Webb with 5 to shoot. Webb at the elbow in the lane, right hand in.
And that's what Frank Webb can do. Just in a flash, he can attack and get two right about the restricted arc in just a couple steps.
Maxwell to the far elbow, passes back to Wise. Foul line extended, three is no good. Rebound grab by Cicero. Gannon with a 2-point lead. It's Frank Webb Jr. Webb now at the near offensive baseline, goes back towards midcourt to Johnson, who settles things down at the top of the key. He passes left to his near wing, taken there by Webb Jr. 15 to shoot. Ball reverses course to the far wing, taken by Johnson. Johnson. Dodds going at it underneath. Johnson driving, hands it off to Cicero with 5 to shoot. Cicero at the high post, down to Olawoye with 1 to shoot. A runner from the foul line. That pops in and out of the rim. Rebound loose on the floor, grabbed by Krompka.
And a couple chances, Dobbs and Olawoye both battling for it inside with Krompka.
Bat finds Wise. Wise now has the ball tied up with Dodds at the near post. And a jump ball is called. Possession arrow favors Gannon. Timeout on the floor. 3:38 left in this first half. 23-21. Gannon leading by 2 here on the half. Leading scorer for Gannon, Clancy with 7 on the other side. You have Krompka and Maxfield each with 6 apiece.
And you talk about it leading by 2 because of those rebounds. Gannon 5 to 3 second chance points. And there's your 2 points right there.
Malba back in the game now for Coach Rookavina running the point. It's Gannon basketball, though. It's Cicero at the top of the key. Cicero finds Johnson at the near sideline. He has played every minute of this first half. Top of the key, it's Olawoye. Olawoye finds Webb, sets his feet for 3 at the wing. That's off the iron, no good, short a little bit. Rebound grabbed by Landis underneath. Mulba, lead pass to the wing taken by Maxfield, back to Mulba as the M&M boys play catch. Mulba surveying the scene as now Frank Webb Jr. and Wise going at it at the low post. Near wing, it's Maxfield, and still Webb,
and we're going to get double fouls.
Wise will get double foul calls.
It's going to be on both of them because there's a lot of...
As Coach Jefferson trying to talk to the officials about it going on all game in the offensive end.
And they said this time too much contact. Let's be honest, there was a lot of contact.
Yeah, there was, and it wasn't just at the point of the whistle. It was before when they were on the low block.
Oh, yeah. On the block and then battling off that screen. They were both bumping and grinding. But called it both ways, so, I mean, neither coach can be happy about it, but neither one of them can complain.
Inbounds to Krompka, now to the top of the key to Magistro. Driving inside, loses the ball out of bounds to Gannon. And it will be Golden Knights basketball, still up by 2, less than 3 minutes to go in the half. Crossing the center circle, it's Johnson. Johnson bumped near the Gannon script, goes to Webb, top of the key. Webb, 17 to shoot, dribbles to his right, finds Olawoye off a screen, far wing 3 is around and out. Rebound to the far corner, taken defensively by UPJ and Bat. He finds Mulba. Mulba, top of the half circles, hands it off to Bat. Bat swings around the near side to the baseline, hands it off to Landis. Landis driving baseline at the near post, and he's going to be called for a travel. Turnover on UPJ. That's number 9 of the half.
A couple little bunny hop trying to battle in the inside. And Gannon's doing a really good job in the lane and between the blocks, especially standing their ground.
Across the timeline, it's Johnson. Johnson. Bounce pass to Olawoye at the near wing. Olawoye trying to lead Cicero. Cicero trying to back his man down baseline. Now swings to the high post. His baby hook from 5 feet won't fall. Rebound grab by UPJ. Now a lead pass underneath. Attempting the lead. Believe that was Krompka on the fast break. It's last touch by Webb out of bounds baseline.
Yeah, Webb came down with as he cut in front. And when he came down, he was already out of bounds as he tried to throw it back.
Mulba, the inbounder near offensive baseline with 25 to shoot. Gets it inside the Landis. Guarded hard right now by Dodds. Bounce pass to the far corner. Mulba gets a chance to rise and fire for three. Out short off the iron. Rebound grab by Olawoye. 2-on-3. Olawoye driving underneath. He has a shot blocked down by Krompka. As coming up the other way, it's Mulba. Mulba looking to lay it in with the right hand, and he will off the window in transition.
And tied back up at 23. Fans wanted a foul on that block from Olawoye. It was, I don't know. I'm kind of with you. You kind of gave a little shy. And then
as Mulba and Johnson going back and forth right now.
Yeah, well, the official blew the whistle with the timeout, and then Mulba kind of took a little swipe at the basketball, and media timeouts are longer ones where, Coach Jefferson, he's talking with his staff, and the players are over here coaching each other and talking to each other about things, and then he lets them go, he lets them say what he wants, and then he comes in, calms everybody down, says what he needs to say, and they're right back to it.
Olawoye near the Gannon script far sideline with 12 to shoot. Now Olawoye top of the key. Olawoye to the foul line. Step back from 17 feet. What a pretty shot there. Crossover dribble and the jumper from Victor Olawoye. Gannon leads by 2. Less than a minute left in the first half.
Right at the free throw line, playing with the defender and that little crossover to finish him off.
Mulba dribbles to the far wing. As now tripping and falling to the ground is Magestro, as Clancy's going to get ticketed with that and a push.
Yeah. As that's going to be team foul number 7 on Gannon, so free throw coming up.
Second on Clancy. Not a lot of free throws in this game. In fact, this is the first.
Yeah. And Magestro is 77% free throw shooter. 17 to 22.
Front end of the 1-and-1 got the friendly roll. Sean Colosimo is going to be checking in for the Knights. Clancy will be taking a seat.
Sean's only played in 10 games, not played a lot since conference has started.
Certainly not. So he has to come in, though, with 2 fouls on Clancy, and the second free throw, the bonus is up and in from Magestro.
But a player that, has no problem being tossed in there, and he's very, very good defensively.
Valeris also in there for the first time here today. Olawoye has it with 20 to shoot at the near wing. Now 18 to shoot, 32 to play. Valeris gets it at the near corner. Hounded by Bat. It goes back to Olawoye near midcourt with 10 to shoot. Victor, crossover dribble with 8 to shoot. Tied game at 25. Olawoye tries to get it to Colosimo. Over at the far corner, hands it off to Olawoye. Last second heave for 3. Almost got it to fall. Fading away into the stands. Mulba in transition the other way, trying to bounce pass to Landis on his right. Driving to the near post. Landis couldn't get the shot to fall, but a foul was called on Johnson.
And that'll be 2, and that's kind of I'm going to commit this foul, make you have to shoot free throws here.
As Clancy will re-enter the ball game shortly.
And jumps quickly off the bench.
2 free throws. The first is missed from Landis as Andreatta was about to check in. As Colosimo will come back to the bench in favor of Clancy.
I think with 8 seconds left, you go in on the offensive side, get your sharpshooter in.
Second attempt is short. Rebound grabbed offensively by Gannon. Clancy gives it to Johnson. 5 seconds to go now. Johnson, top of the key. Clancy, last second heave for 3 in motion. He misses that from about 35 feet.
It was on target.
It was on.
Just a little bit long, yeah.
Tough shot, too, the way he was trying to come off a screen just outside the wing. As this game is tied at 25.
The 2 and trying to play that way because you don't want to pick up that quick third, and Pitt Johnstown will get the basketball to start the second half.
They'll be moving right to left. Mulba gets the inbounds at the big Knight insignia at center court. Quick bounce pass inside to Krompka. A man coming along the baseline from the corner. That was a set play in Landis, and Landis easily lays it in for UPJ's lead early in the second half, 27-25. Gannon moving left to right, wearing their home whites. Turtsey at the far wing. Tried to go to the top of the key. Almost intercepted by Mulba. And now deflected out of bounds off of Mulba in the backcourt.
As Mulba and Johnson yet again battling with that. And a good job by Johnson to know that the basketball was tipped, and then also did a really good job of knowing that Mulba was the last one to touch it and just kind of let it go and bounce out of bounds.
Johnson across the timeline. Johnson driving to the near post, and now it might be an offensive foul on Johnson, and he's going to pick that up.
Yeah, and that's a trip that didn't get called with Johnson on the drive, and then they get the player control that with a very nonchalant offensive foul called as well.
As Mulba gets it across the timeline quickly, up the floor to Wise, back to Mulba, now to the far wing, it's Krompka. Krompka to the top of the key to Mulba on his left, now back to Mulba, top of the key, Gannon in that 2-3 zone.
And this also helps when you have players with fouls.
Quick pass out to the far corner, a long three from Magestro won't go. Olawoye now driving on Mulba, couldn't get the shot to fall, as it goes out of bounds, deflected out defensively by UPJ with 25 to shoot.
Olawoye tried to go one-on-one.
Johnson looking the inbound, far offensive baseline, finds Turtsey at the far wing. Turtsey to Johnson. Johnson top of the half circles, passes to his left to Clancy off a screen for three, and he nets it. 28-27, what a nice curl by Clancy to the wing for the open shot.
Come off the screen in the curl like he said, and just got his feet set, and squared his shoulders.
28-27, Gannon retakes a 1-point lead. Near wing with it now, it's Landis. Cross court to the near corner, taken by Mulba. Mulba to the top of the key to Wise. Wise trying to pass through two defenders, deflected by Olawoye. 9 to shoot now. Mulba driving in the lane at the foul line, just inside of it. Underhand scoop to Wise. His three from NBA range outside of the wing won't go from 23 feet. Rebound grab by Johnson. Johnson finds Olawoye on his left. Olawoye a long pass to Dodds at the far post. Dodds spinning around, left-handed hook off the window and in. Fake going over his left shoulder, turned around his right and used the left hand off the window.
Good job with that. He got the defender, like he said, to bite left and was able to get right back underneath him to the right.
3-point Gannon lead. Wise hands it off to Krompka for a 16-footer. That shot won't fall. Rebound goes right back to Krompka. His putback is no good. Rebound deflected by Landis. Out of bounds, baseline to Gannon.
Good job, Gannon. Dobbs, Olawoye, and Turtsey in the inside battling away. As Gannon, a couple players talking with the officials a little bit because of some of that scrumming going on there on the inside.
Across the center circle, it's Matt Johnson. Johnson to his right to Olawoye, back to Johnson in front of the Gannon bench. At the coach's hash mark, he dribbles around to the top of the key. 15 to shoot. Clancy now at the near wing. Clancy looking for an outlet, finds Turtsey at the elbow. Turtsey with 9 to shoot. Turtsey rises and fires from 15 feet. That shot off the back iron, no good. Rebound grab by Mulba. Mulba driving on Johnson. Nice bounce pass baseline in the restricted arc, but stuck there again was Landis. Back out to Mulba, now 17 to shoot. Quickly inside to Landis. Landis inside the restricted arc. Count it, and one coming up for UPJ.
I believe they're going to get Turtsey. They will, and that's his third. So 2 of the players picked up the third fouls within 3 minutes of the start of the second half.
Not so much for my tentative.
Yeah, but the problem is sometimes when you don't play tentative, when you get this type of style, the way both teams they're running up and down the floor, if you don't play tentative, you're going to pick up those fouls.
Landis misses the foul shot. It's 30-29. Gannon leading by 1. 3+ minutes gone by in the second half. Johnson killing some clock with 15 to shoot now. Dribbles to the Gary Miller logo on the far side of the floor. Johnson now at the elbow. Pulls up for a leaner from 14 feet. It won't fall. Rebound loose on the floor. Grabbed eventually by UPJ. Now a lead pass is stolen away by Olawoye, intended for Landis.
Good job by Victor.
Olawoye to Clancy, sets his feet for 3, and he doesn't miss from there.
No, when he gets his feet set like that, he has time. He will not miss on this floor.
33-29, Gannon leads by 4.
Clancy now 13, game high.
Mulba to the near corner to Wise. Wise trying a hard pass baseline. It's out of bounds to Gannon. No one was there at the far corner. Turnover on UPJ. It should be number 11 on the day, and indeed it is, compared to only 6 for Gannon.
Yeah, they've been able to keep the basketball, keep under control.
As now across the timeline, it's Matt Johnson finding Turtsey. Foul line extended far side, who dribbles back to the top of the key. Turtsey guarded strong by Landis, hands it off to Johnson. Now Clancy at the near wing, thought about it. Has a bounce pass go to Turtsey. It's originally deflected from behind. Turtsey now driving to the hoop. And Turtsey's going to be called for an offensive foul. And the Gannon bench is up on their feet, as is the crowd. And Dodds is talking to the official now as well. And they're not happy with that call either. And neither from Gary Miller Court. 33-29 is the score. Gannon leading, but Michael Turtsey, one of their starters, now on the bench for a lengthy while with 4 personals.
Yeah, that's going to be a interesting hit on the inside as Cicero comes in off the bench to replace him.
As now at the top of the key, it's Mulba. Mulba goes to his right, to the far wing, the Magestro. Magestro hands it off behind his back to Wise, quickly underneath the Krompka. Krompka at the far post. Krompka trying to go against Dodds. Dodds doing a good job staying right in there to alter the shot. As now down and hurt at the other end, and he's not getting back up, is Wise. See if they're going to stop play or not.
No, they're not.
Johnson at the top of the key. As finally Wise quickly underneath now to Dodds. Dodds trying to kiss off the window. Counted and one.
As you don't have to stop play. There wasn't.
I was honestly surprised they didn't.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised they didn't too, but again, it's not. It's up to the official. If it's considered a head or neck, they will stop it automatically. But because he was just kind of holding his mouth, that's that gray-ish area.
It looked like he almost lost the contact with the way he went right to the bench to try to put it back in. As Dodds at the line for the three-point play, that will not fall. 35-29, Gannon's lead extends to 6. Mulba at the top of the key. Mulba to the near elbow. Mulba at the foul line. Now back to Krompka. Hook pass near post. It's Landis. A beautiful job with his left hand, spinning around his right shoulder off the window and in.
Created enough separation on the inside from Dodds and just did a good job.
35-31. Gannon leads by 4. 5+ minutes gone by in the second half. Clancy with it at the far wing. Clancy finds Johnson near the top of the key. Johnson at the near wing. Pulls back for 2. Wow. What a runner and a step back. Johnson close to the baseline from 16 feet.
Rattled one home. That's that awkward angle. You either have to shoot it dead on or you have to use the glass.
Near wing now, it's Bat in there for the first time this second half. Krompka driving underneath. His shot is short on Dodds, but right there is Landis, who got behind the defense, and he got the lucky ricochet, and he got the easy bucket because of it.
Yeah, lucky ricochet is a good way to put it, because both Cicero and Dobbs each kind of pinballed it to each other, and then it goes right into his hands.
It's a 4-point Gannon lead. Johnson lost the ball, spinning around the paint. Gets it back, though. Finds Clancy. Far wing three-pointer. Off the iron, no good. Rebound grab by Mulba. Mulba putting on the Jets. Mulba drive it inside. Kicks it out to Bat. Bat's three is in. Good transition game there shown by the Mountain Cats as they drain the triple. It's a 1-point game.
And right and back and forth we yet go again. Back to a 1-point ball game as the Mountain Cats on a 5-0 run.
Top of the key, it's Cicero. Cicero to Dodds, top of the key. Dodds with 15 to shoot, finding Johnson, far corner. 3 is in. Matt Johnson
gets a double figures, now 10 for him.
Gannon leads by 4. Krompka to the far wing, taken by Magestro. Magestro at the elbow finds Mulba. Mulba wants some help at the top of the key in a screen set. Mulba falls to the floor. Loose ball on the floor. Dribbled far sideline. Saved originally by Magestro. Then loose at the near side. Finally saved by Magestro again. 5 to shoot. Bat spinning around from 15 feet. What a circus shot by Bat with 3 to shoot.
What a circus possession by Pitt Johnstown. But again, they saved 2 potential turnovers, and it turned into points.
Johnson now at the near wing. Johnson at the top of the key in Cicero. 40-38. Gannon leads by 2. 12.5 minutes remaining. Olawoye dribbles back toward midcourt. 8 seconds to shoot. Olawoye getting some coaching from his head coach in Jefferson. Bounce puts pass to Cicero. His shot from 8 feet out won't fall. It's short. Rebound in the restricted arc, grabbed by UPJ. Mulba inside the near wing. Hands it off to Bat. Bat now double teamed in the corner. A swing pass stolen away by Johnson. Johnson going all the way to the hoop, looking to lay it up and in. He did. He gets it to fall in and one, and he screams in the face of Mulba getting back up.
And that's that aggressiveness that we talked about. Johnson, he knew that the contact was coming. He knew that it was going to be there. He just went and said, I don't care. I'm going to score it, and that's exactly what he did.
It's going to be Mulba's first, and at the line will be Johnson for a three-point play.
But again, you talked about it, before we came back, kind of that personality, and that's what it was. You saw that personality come out a little bit there from Johnson. He will absorb. He's been through the battle. He does not get fazed by anything.
Free throw for Johnson is up and in. It's now 13 points for Johnson. Johnson will take a bit of a breather.
And I know Johnson's probably not too happy about it, but I think this is a smart move because after that, all that, the emotion and everything, you get him out so he does not pick up a fourth emotional type of foul with Mulba driving or anything like that.
As Mulba bringing it up the floor as he was chatting with Johnson on the bench near side.
That's why I think this is smart by coaching staff to go ahead and get him out and see what happens.
Landis trying a lead pass to Kromka at the near post, goes out of bounds as Colosimo and Frank Webb check back in. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a 60-second break as UPJ 16 of 34. Gannon, though, with 6 made threes out of their 14 attempts.
Yeah, and 3 of 4 here in the second half, after going only 3 of 10 in the first half.
Webb across the timeline finds Cicero at the near wing. Cicero at the top of the key with 19 to shoot. Goes back to Webb. Webb dribbles around to the top of the key. Webb at the foul line. Back to Clancy. Clancy dribbling to the top of the key. Spinning around the elbow. Back to Webb. 8 to shoot. Webb going to have to create here, I think, as Valeros just checked in. Webb a step back and he... Tell you, he can create with the best of them.
And that's the good and bad with Frank Webb, because sometimes he creates and he speeds himself up too much, and other times he creates and does something like that right there.
Great steal. He's going the other way. Look to lay it in, and that's going to be a goaltending call. As that went down, count the bucket. One of those rare goaltendings that you don't see very much anymore.
Not anymore, really, no.
Colosimo takes a seat. Johnson coming back in after getting a couple of minutes of rest. Nice job there leading into the media timeout as well to get him the most time you can. As Mulba now letting the ball roll all the way across midcourt, and he picks it up about 35 feet from the hoop. Top of the key now, Jakubek. Jakubek finding Bat, far wing three. That's an air ball that lands right into the hands of Johnson. Gannon leading by 9, their largest lead of the game. Sorry, Brett, cut you off there.
We had the same thought.
Valeros at the top of the key, finding Cicero. Cicero to the elbow now to Webb. Back to Johnson, foul line extended, turning around for 2. That rattles in and out. Rebound grab by Mulba. Mulba driving against 3 Gannon defenders. Webb doing a good job to get in his face. Shot is missed, loose on the floor. Mulba still fighting for it. Mulba now triple teamed, and a hold is called on Gannon.
As they're going to get Webb with the hold, as you had 3 Gannon players all kind of battling with Mulba. As Clancy's going to come out, the Way is going to come in here with 10:27 to go.
So the foul on Webb, his second, team's fourth. 20 on the shot clock for UPJ. Inbounds coming from Mulba at the near offensive baseline. Mulba finds Bat at the near wing. Bat, bounce pass to Kromka. Kromka at the high post, back in Valeros down. Kromka dangerously close to a travel.
Well, I want to know how there's not a 3-second violation. Is a beautiful job, absolutely beautiful job by Valeros to stay down and stand his ground, because he was there for a long time.
Gannon crowd grumbling as well. Inbounds, far offensive baseline from Bat. Into the corner, taken by Kromka. Kromka swings around into the lane, bounce pass to the wing, taken by Jakubek. Jakubek fades away, 15-footer with the shot clock winding down to 1. And now a region foul is called on Kromka going for the loose ball. He wanted a jump ball call. It's going to be a hold on UPJ.
Which is kind of the same foul we saw against Frank Webb a little bit ago, where you had players battling and trying to reach in there for the basketball, and you end up grabbing an arm instead of the ball.
No UPJ player has more than 8 points currently. It's Landis pacing them with his 8. 47-38, Gannon leads. Valeris at the near wing. Valeris passes to the near wing again. It's Johnson streaking around to the top of the key. Johnson trying to create to the low post. Bounce pass to Olawoye at the near wing. Olawoye finds Cicero, pulls up from 12 feet on the baseline. That's his shot. Missed it. Rebound deflected out of bounds by UPJ, and Valeris trying to get his bench up off their feet.
As he did not have the positioning on that rebound, but he did a good job knocking it off the Mountain Cat.
Inbounds to come from Johnson. As coming in is going to be Wizomirski, excuse me. As now Webb, foul line extended far wing, driving in the lane. His shot partially deflected down right to Cicero, top key 2. Shot's no good. Rebound grab by Mulba. And I was blocked out there. I didn't see anything.
Webb came across and he slapped up to steal that, and they're going to say he got the arm of Mulba after that rebound, and that's going to be Webb's third. That's another one that's quick, 50-50 type of situation there.
Far wing with it right now. Wismirski trying a hard pass inside the Kromka.
Oh, they're going to say that was tipped.
They're going to say it was tipped by Gannon, out of bounds to UPJ. Inbounding near offensive baseline will be Mulba. Mulba just a lob to Kromka underneath. His hook is going to rest off the front of the rim and go down.
That's one of those, they had that set up. That's a set play where it's just a lob in, and all he has to do is just can he catch it and just push it right back up.
47-40. Gannon's lead cut to 7. 9 minutes to go in the contest. Johnson and Mulba have been fighting all afternoon. Valeris trying to set a screen at the top of the key. Johnson inside the elbow, pulls up from 2. Wow, spinning around from 12 feet. Getting off his defender on the spin as well.
And that's just him having all kinds of confidence right now.
As now a leaner from Wismirski will not fall. Rebound grab by Gannon. Johnson across the timeline. Gannon's lead by 9 once again. As now pulling up is Johnson, hand in his face!
I mean, that's the exact same shot, the exact same spot than the last one.
Unbelievable job by Johnson, now almost getting the strip. Is Olawoye, and Olawoye is beside himself.
Well, Johnson's just going to get tagged with his 4th because of that.
And that's his 4th, team 6. Valeris going to check out as Terzi re-enters the game.
So you got Terzi in with 4, and you got Johnson with 4, both staying on the floor right now.
Inbounds, Mulba finds Bat. Bat back to midcourt, to his left, near wing, it's Mulba. Mulba had the pass intercepted nicely by Cicero. As now Webb gets it in the backcourt, almost had that stolen away by Mulba.
Just good job by Webb bodying out and kind of stepping in front of the defender. I want to know where a foul is. Yeah, because Mulba literally had him wrapped around
the waist.
He was just kind of dribbling there, and he just had him hooked.
That's just not a smart play by Mulba. I don't understand that.
Not there.
Timeout on the floor.
Timeout. He's getting close to that, but he has to be careful with the 4 fouls. You got Clancy with 13 as well. Gannon in the midst of 11-2 run over the last 5 minutes.
Johnson with the rock, being guarded now by Maxfield. As Mulba getting a bit of a respite on the bench for Coach Rukavina. Near sideline, it's Olawoye with 8 to shoot. Down to 6 to shoot. Johnson to the elbow, pulling up from 13 feet off the iron, no good. Rebound deflected underneath.
Johnson got his own board.
Did he get it?
Yes, he did.
Him or Terzi?
It was Johnson who came flying in there and got his own board. I knew you were looking around and blocked there.
And that's going to be on number 33, and Wismirski. His 3rd, team's 5th. At the foul line, it's Johnson. He'll be shooting 2.
An 86% free throw shooter.
Right-handed shot is around and out. Interesting exchange there between Frank Webb and one of the coaching staff. When you say get to the glass, what do you mean, offensively or defensively?
Well, because a lot of times
both.
You both. A lot of times you tell your guards, they don't want your guards crashing in the offensive side because you want them to get back on defense. And go, no, go.
As now Johnson will take a seat for a few minutes. Clancy re-enters the game. Across the timeline, it's Bat. 2-3. Zone look for Gannon. Maxfield at the top of the key and Bat. Bat to Maxfield. Maxfield trying to bounce pass inside the Kropka. Almost had it stolen away on the ricochet by Cicero. Goes off his stomach and out of bounds. 52-40. Gannon leads by 12. It's their largest lead of the game. Inbounds at the top of the key taken by Wise. Extra pass to Maxfield. Near wing 3. It's in.
Yeah, zone out of a set inbounds play is hard to get.
Across the timeline, it's Webb quarterback in the offense right now. Webb to Clancy, back to Webb. Goes to his left, foul line extended. It's Olawoye, back to Webb, far sideline. Webb dribbling around to the top of the key. Webb finds Olawoye, far wing 3. That's an air ball. Near side, Webb trying to save it off of a body of a Mountain Cat, but he cannot. It's out of bounds to UPJ.
Yeah, he threw it back, but it was already out of bounds when he threw it back.
9-point lead for Gannon. 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Across the timeline, it's Bat. Bat hands it off to Maxfield. Now at the near corner, it's Wise. Wise, a hard pass underneath to Wismerski, and he gets his shot to fall from point-blank range in the restricted arc.
Tough shot. He kind of turned and had a defender right in front of him and behind him. And just pushed one up. Kind of a shot put type of shot.
As Gannon leads 52-45. Top of the key, it's Frank Webb Jr. as a bounce pass to Cicero. Cicero going back over to the far wing. Foul line extended to Clancy. 9 to shoot. Now in the Cicero. Cicero step back, turn around, got it to fall from 8 feet out. By the way, folks, update at Hearst. They finally have the live stats going. Mercier leads by 8 with 2.5 minutes to go. Top of the key with it now. It's Wise. Wise with the near wing, the Kropka. Kropka to Wise, pulling up from 18 feet on the baseline. That jumper won't fall. Rebound grab by Olawoye. Olawoye coming up the other way. Olawoye settles things back down as he crosses the timeline. Gannon on top, 54-49. It's a 9-point game. Near wing, it's Clancy. Clancy back to Olawoye. Olawoye finding Cicero. Cicero's 18-footer off the back iron, no good. Rebound. Now a foul is called. See who it's on. It's going to be on Tertzy, and he's going to be done.
Yeah, a push on the rebound. So Tertzy will foul out.
That's his day. Go ahead, Brett.
6 points, 3 boards. There's under 2 minutes to go. 66-58, Mercyhurst on top. I just got the live video going here as well.
As at the foul line, it was Wisomurski.
So Tertzy, all 6 points scored in that first half for him.
Dodge checking into the game. Wismerski at the line for a 1-and-1. First free throw is in. He'll get his bonus. So Johnson with 4 personals. Webb Jr. with 3. The next 2 players for Gannon close to possibly being in a danger territory as the second attempt is no good. Rebounded by Cicero, 54-46. It's an 8-point game with 5.25 minutes left. Near wing with it now. It's Webb to the top of the key and Cicero. Cicero finds Johnson far side. And now looks like there was something that fell onto the floor.
Yeah,
I
think something got kicked from one of those front seats.
Seats, and with 16 to shoot. They blow it dead. Inbounds will come from Frank Webb Jr. Gets to Dodds. Dodds back to Webb near the Gary Miller logo. Webb with 9 to shoot. Top of the key. Webb driving to the near baseline. Right hand up and under. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebound grabbed by Johnson at the top of the key. He took it away from 2 UPJ Mountain Cats. Johnson now barking out orders.
He wants everybody to get set here.
Johnson with 6 to shoot. Pulling up from the baseline. It's short. Rebound grab by Dodds. Dodds goes back to Frank Webb Jr. to reset.
And another offensive rebound by Gannon.
Webb killing the clock now with 14 to shoot. Frank Webb Jr. to the far wing with 9 to shoot. Webb at the elbow, almost lost it. A hook pass to the near corner. Rising and firing is Johnson for 3. And they didn't get a foul on him either.
Nope.
He wasn't allowed to land, folks, and the officials let it go. Good job, Stripes. Going the other way, it's Maxfield. Rebound grab defensively by Webb.
And that's Gannon just ripping it away, and Johnson's just walking it up the floor now.
57-46, Gannon leading by 11, 3 3/4 minutes to go. Dodds top of the key, finds Johnson at the far wing. Johnson with 13 to shoot to Clancy. Clancy passes to his right. Frank Webb Jr. looking for a 3, instead driving inside, a lot of contact. Goes back to Johnson with 3 to shoot, now 2 to shoot. His 16-footer is no good. Cicero deflects it right to himself, trying to go back up with the shot. Possession arrow favors Gannon as a jump ball was called.
Yeah, it looked like Cicero was held. He had his one arm pinned back, but Gannon really crashing on the offensive glass right now.
Fresh 20 for Gannon to play with here, on top by 11 with 3:25 to go. Inbounds.
Gannon on a 3-0 run or 5-0 run over 3 minutes.
Cicero has it at the far wing, hands it off to the point guard in Johnson. Johnson guarded by Maxfield right now. Johnson again just content to kill some clock. 8 to shoot. Johnson top of the key. Johnson driving in the near post. Stops up there, spinning around, bounce pass to Cicero. His left-handed hook is wide right. Rebound fought for, but a shot clock violation is called on UPJ.
Again, Pitt Johnstown averages getting 80-some a ball game, 83 almost, and they're being held to 46 right now.
Top of the key, Magestro. Magestro sets a screen, or actually he shoots a 3. The screen was set by Wise. And Magestro hits the triple. It's now an 8-point ball game with less than 3 minutes to go. As now Johnson fouled.
How do you not
call that? How do you not call that on the near sideline? You hear the smack of flesh, and you let it go.
We can hear it. We got these on.
I have headphones on. This is not rocket science, but evidently it is.
It is. And I mean, you can see the mark.
Wow.
As that's 6 now on Pitt Johnstown.
Inbounds coming from Webb at the far sideline. And the Johnson near the Gary Miller Court logo. Johnson near elbow, pulling up for 2. It's short off the iron. Rebound grabbed underneath by UPJ's Magestro. Maxfield at the near wing. Maxfield, top of the key to Magestro, to his right to Wise, rising and firing for 3. That's off the mark. Rebound loose on the floor. Dodds trying to grab it as he is fouled, and it will be some foul shots coming for Gannon.
And that's a shot that, as for Gannon, hand in the face. If he wants to shoot it, let him shoot it. As Gannon is doing a good job on the rebounding side yet again. As Johnson, new career high, 21 points.
As Dodds will go to the line for the front end of a 1-and-1. His left-handed shot is short. Rebound underneath. And a foul is called on Cicero.
Cicero had both of his arms pinned against him, and he's the one getting called for the foul. From the backside official, not the front side official.
So on Cicero, his first, team's 8th.
And that's Cicero's first. So 1-and-1 coming up.
Wazemirski shooting the 1-and-1. Here's the front end. That's in and out. Rebound loose. Grabbed by Dodds. Jump ball call. Possession arrow favors the Mountain Cats. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. Gannon on top, 57-49.
And the thing is as chippy as it is, they're letting a lot of things go, both sides, let's be honest. As Pitt Johnstown 3 of 7 now at the free throw line. Gannon's 2 of 5 at the line. Everything for Gannon's been in the second half.
As Cicero will check out for Valeris. Inbounds on the far offensive baseline for UPJ. They quickly get into the far corner. Now back to the top of the key in Maxfield. Maxfield an extra pass to Magestro at the wing, and Magestro hits the three.
Clancy fought through the double team, but he was just a hair late getting through it.
It's now a 5-point lead for Gannon. Webb trying to cross the timeline in midair, finds Valeris at the near wing, settling things down back to Johnson. Johnson with 20 to shoot. Under 2 to play, Gannon leading by 5. Johnson content to kill this clock. Johnson with 9 to shoot. Johnson coming around a couple of screens. Johnson driving inside, looking to kiss off the window. It won't fall, but a foul is called as Johnson will go to the line for a pair.
68-62, Mercyhurst knocks off number 5 IUP up on the hill. So that's big in a lot of different ways. It's a ripple effect, really, because it keeps Mercyhurst a game ahead of Gannon for 4th place, and it also, depending on the outcome of this one, drops IUP to 13-2, and can, if Pitt Johnstown finds a way to come away with this one, can move them a game closer or drop a game here.
First of 2 free throws for Johnson is up and in. He now has 22 points. Again, a season and career high to go along with 7 rebounds to lead his squad. Tied for the lead in the game with 7 rebounds. Second free throw is missed. To the near side, it's a 6-point Gannon lead with 1:37 to go. Maxfield passes to the top of the key to Zamirski. Back to Kromka. Kromka passes back to Magestro. Top of the key, Maxfield for 3, and he hits it.
And he had Johnson right in his face.
What a shot there. Timeout called by UPJ. Joined by Clancy, Johnson, Webb, and Dodds, the inbounder. Dodds gets it into Olawoye. Olawoye in the backcourt. Looking at 2 defenders, 26 seconds to shoot. And does he get across the timeline in time? He does. Finds Clancy, back to Olawoye, now to Johnson with 19 to shoot. Johnson with 15 to shoot, still at midcourt. Johnson and his team up by 3 with 12 to shoot. Johnson guarded by Maxfield. Johnson to the top of the key. Johnson with 7 to shoot. Johnson gets around a double team, loses the ball, and then he's fouled into the near sideline. And Johnson will go to the foul line to shoot a pair. Or scratch that, a 1-and-1, excuse me.
Yeah, as Zamirski tried to hedge out just a little bit and just a little too aggressive on it, and he'll pick up his 5th, so he will foul out.
So he is done. Coming into the game will be Jakubic. It's a 1-and-1 opportunity for Johnson, where he is 3 for 5 at the line today. As the coaching staff, Coach Jefferson, getting together with his staff and talking over a couple of different things. As at the line is Johnson. Big free throws here for Johnson. Right-handed shot. Perfect. He'll get the bonus, as now it's a 4-point Gannon lead.
And that's just a senior really stepping up his game, not only overall as we get here towards the end of the season, but then just calmly going to the line.
Now the bonus is perfect.
Timeout.
Now a 5-point Gannon lead. Timeout called by Coach Jefferson. 30-second timeout. Keep it right here, as they're cooking up something defensively, as the 3 coaches,
the leaders in the conference, and now keep pace with Mercyhurst. This is what they're trying to do now.
Got to figure they'll stick man-to-man. No way they'll go into a 2-3 with the way that UPJ's been shooting 3 lately.
No.
As now at the far wing, it's Kromka. Kromka in the offensive end, finds Wise top of the key. Wise driving inside, extra pass to Maxfield. Maxfield in the far corner. Maxfield with 15 to shoot, an extra pass to the wing. Now top of the key, Maxfield's three is an air ball out of bounds to Gannon.
Beautiful job by Gannon running with the passes. No one ever was able to get open and have a clean look.
Dodds will be the inbounder for our offensive baseline. 35 seconds to play. Gannon leading by 5. Olawoye gets it. Olawoye passing over to Clancy. Clancy back to Olawoye. Olawoye needs to get it over. He splits a pair and then passes back to Clancy. Clancy at the far sideline. Clancy dribbling things around. Now back at midcourt. Splits the double team, and he's quickly fouled. And Clancy is the man you want at the line for Gannon shooting two.
Yeah, as soon as Clancy got the basketball, the coach is saying, hold it. Listen, you dribble and make them come and foul you, and they will put the freshman at the line.
Second foul on Kromka. Team over 10. Shooting the pair is Clancy.
96% free throw shooter.
It's easy. He shot with the right hand.
One. All he's missed. 25 of 26 this season coming into the game.
Second attempt is perfect. 62-55, a 7-point lead with 20 seconds to go. And a timeout will be called by Coach Rukavina as they cross the timeline, I should say. So a 7-point game with 17.5 seconds to go.
He'll have 69, but their defense has been ratcheted up the last few weeks.
And with about 10 minutes to go, they made the commitment to kill clock.
Yes.
They really didn't push the ball a lot offensively. As the inbounds to Kromka, finds a man. Majestro's three is hit.
Beautiful set play.
To the far wing, and he made it from 20-plus feet. It's now a 4-point game. Gannon on top with 14.3 seconds to go. Last timeout called by Coach Rukavina, joined by Johnson, Webb, Olawoye, and Clancy. Dodds looking to inbound. Dodds gets it inside to Johnson. Johnson hacked hard underneath by Wise. That was a hard hack. As Johnson's going to have to be calmed down here a little bit by Dodds. And Johnson's going to have to stop talking here quickly, one would think.
And that's one of those now, you just, as a senior, you take it, but you walk to the line, you hit these free throws, and you let the game and the score start to do the talking.
Shooting two is Johnson. Free throw is up and in.
Jay Kubik comes in.
Coming from Johnson. It is up and in. It's now a 6-point game once again. 12 seconds to go. With it now far corner, Magestro rising and firing. It's an air ball grab by Dodds. Now to Johnson. Johnson, as Olawoye falls to the ground, and that's going to be that. As he gets up. As now Wise,
these players are going to be separated a little bit.
Going at it
Johnson
after the buzzer.
Yeah, Johnson started to walk away, and they started chirping right